We often mistake a quiet, detached personality for an enlightened one. When someone remains unruffled by chaos, they appear to achieve profound inner peace. The Pathwork framework identifies the state as the Serenity mask. It functions as an active, energy-intensive psychological defense mechanism defined by withdrawal. This state is a pseudo-solution, engineered to survive by avoiding reality. It lacks the resolution and connection found in genuine peace. Maintaining this defense requires the systematic suppression of the individual's natural life force. To keep the world at a distance, they must numb their own needs and desires. We can trace the etiology of this mask from its origins as a childhood survival tactic to its eventual state as an adult pathology. Moving past this defense involves a four-step process designed to dismantle the mask and restore authentic human connection. True serenity is the structural capacity to withstand friction without disappearing from the world. Consider the childhood of Alice. She grows up in a home characterized by volatile, unpredictable conflict that feels like a war zone. A child in this environment faces a fundamental psychological imperative: find a way to survive a reality that is overwhelmingly dangerous. Alice first attempts a love mask, crying for attention, but is repelled. She then tries a power mask, yelling back, but the chaotic environment swarms to crush her. Finally, she discovers complete withdrawal. By numbing her emotions and becoming invisible, she survives. While the chaos continues around her, Alice protects her inner core from being shattered by asking for nothing and offering no reaction. This survival tactic forms her idealized self-image. She grows up believing that safety lies in utter withdrawal. She forms an unconscious contract with the world. Because people are out of control, she must need no one and remain entirely unseen. The Serenity mask is a calculated survival tactic forged in an emotional war zone. 30 years later, the childhood refuge has calcified into a psychological fortress. Inside, the vibrant life of the inner child remains frozen and isolated. Alice's adult reality is governed by a core belief: if I pull away and ask for nothing, no one can ever hurt or disappoint me. She maintains this through specific behaviors, avoiding all relational friction and strictly intellectualizing her feelings. If a coworker takes credit for her work, Alice says nothing and quietly requests a transfer to another department. When a romantic partner expresses frustration, Alice simply physically leaves the house or goes completely numb and silent. In the Pathwork, the unintended consequence of repressing one's life force is the development of the lower self. This lower self places a covert demand on others: bring no emotional messiness into my space, or I will erase you from my reality. To justify her isolation, Alice secretly judges others as dramatic or too needy, using her silence to feel superior to their human messiness. By successfully avoiding all pain and conflict, Alice has also avoided passion, joy, and the capacity for deep intimacy. The defense mechanism has achieved total safety at the cost of profound, aching life stagnation. Healing requires the individual to take self-responsibility and recognize that their protective fortress is a prison. Step 1 is self-observation. Alice must recognize the sudden urge to flee, like canceling a friendship over minor dinner plans, as a compulsion, not a choice. Step 2 involves facing the lower self, looking past the idealized self-image of being above the drama. She must admit she uses silence as a weapon to punish people and maintain superiority. Step 3 requires finding the inner child's fear. Alice drops her intellectual defenses to access the raw emotion beneath the urge to run. She connects with the childhood belief that engaging in conflict will cause the world to collapse and result in her destruction. To intervene, she reminds her nervous system she is an adult with agency, not a helpless child in a volatile home. Step 4 is risking the real self, taking new, counter-instinctual actions in the real world. During a conflict, Alice performs a somatic override. She consciously grounds her physical body when every instinct screams to run away. When her partner expresses hurt, Alice anchors her feet, acknowledges her urge to shut down, and verbally commits to staying and listening. Stating the fear out loud neutralizes the unconscious power of the lower self. Dismantling the mask requires moving against the body's survival instincts to voluntarily stay in the emotional messiness the mask was built to avoid. Practicing this override leads to the gradual dissolution of the Serenity mask, allowing the undefended real self to step forward. She discovers resilient peace. This grounded strength remains steady even during a heated disagreement, no longer dependent on isolation. She develops a capacity for friction, realizing that the clean expression of anger does not lead to destruction. As the energy used to maintain the fortress is released, a physiological shift occurs. Her natural life force returns. This energy provides a capacity for joy, creativity, and the sense of being truly alive. In her relationships, she drops her secret judgments and allows herself to need other people. By embracing the chaos of human emotion, she transforms her existence from a sterile sanctuary into a rich, shared life.